for the weekend stuff.
For you weekend peoples.
Okay, on to general useful stuff. Stuff that we have found useful over the years that we have been going.
Through experience and wisdom, the fairy godmothers of cosplay present the general crap you need.
Yes.
Okay, go.
Okay. Motion sickness tablets. Because it's surprising how many people get motion sickness.
Yeah.
For one of them.
Me. So you have to take motion sickness tablets, because if you're going on like trains or buses, or even on airplanes, you have to fly to get to your location, like if you're going to like a convention in America or whatever.
Or coming from Ireland too.
Yeah, true.
Like Jamie does.
Yay! Make sure you get motion sickness tablets and take them at least an hour before getting on your mode of transport. Yes.
Okay, breakfast. Breakfasting in the hotels is really expensive.
And they're usually really kind of unhealthy and fatty. So they're usually like complete fry-ups.
We usually take our own breakfast with us.
Yeah, you can get like little kind of pain au chocolats or pastries or little bread rolls or something to eat. Or breakfast cereal bars. Always great. Because that way you don't have to go down to the hotel in your cosplay to eat a greasy fried breakfast and risk getting stuff spilled over yourself.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Nothing better than a deep fried host, but not pretty.
Not good, not good. Blister plasters.
Oh yeah, we got tootsies.
Surprising how many times we've needed them. Depending on what shoes you're wearing.
Yes.
I'm gonna need those this time, I think. Those Sebastian shoes. Oof.
Feels like that high.
I can't deal with heels, man. Do I look like somebody who wears heels?
Yes.
What?
Just keep reading.
I'm reading!
We're already at 11 minutes. Keep reading. We're only halfway through.
It's alright. Don't worry so much. Let's see.
There.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I can't read my own writing. General meetup place. If you're going with a group of people, try and assign an actual meetup place. Because when you're in the convention hall and stuff, it's really hard to hear your phone if people are trying to contact you. So.
Especially if it's in your bag, because most of our cosplay don't have pockets, so you can't put your phone in your pocket, and I'm always worried about losing it. So if your phone goes off, there's a very little chance that people will hear it. So maybe like assign a meeting place. Like for us, for example, I think we normally say at the MCM Expo in London, we say meet up by the statue that's outside at the bottom of the steps, because it's really easy to find.
It's a nice, easy place to find. So.
And yeah, like assign times that you're going to meet there. Say like 1 o'clock we'll all meet down there and get lunch, or you know at 3 o'clock we'll all meet down there and have like a drink or something. So you, even if you guys do get split up for whatever reason it is, whether it's intentional or unintentional, you can find each other really easily. You don't wander around going, I'm lost! Leaving. Okay, keep reading.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what made the place. Evening entertainment of the sexual nature.
Not of the Naughty! People are watching this that might be young and impressionable. No.
Evening entertainment.
We bring DVDs because someone in our group usually brings a laptop, so we bring DVDs to watch because it gets very boring when you go back to the hotel and there's nothing to do.
It can do. Unless you're big drinkers and you go out and drink, but none of us really drink much, so we just stay in our hotel room.
Drunken seal is not pretty.
We just stay in our hotel room watching Disney films.
Yeah, we sit up. We
cool.
honestly actually all sit in our pajamas, watching Disney films, eating Ben and Jerry's, drinking hideous amounts of Coke, and having burping contests. There's nothing cool. There's nothing cool about it. We don't go out and drink and go partying. We just sit in our pajamas and watch kids' films. And I usually fall asleep on her lap.
Usually.
You farted on me a few times doing that.
Yeah, sorry. My apologies.
Okay.
Da, 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 da.
Sweets!
Take sweets.
Take lots of sweeties. Go and get like pick and mix something for the train on the way up.
That's always fun.
Because we do that and make gummy bear orgies on the table.
Yeah, that's always good. Helps you to get hyper as well.
Yes.
Skincare stuff is...
Your face is precious and you only get one.
Whether you're going in October when it could be cold for your skin, or whether you're going in May where it could be hot for your skin, or whether you're wearing a lot of makeup due to your actual cosplay, you're going to look after your skin.
Yeah, so bring all your usual skincare routines, exfoliants, face washes. You're making the Vexen face. Sorry.
Sun cream.
Sun cream,
We forgot to put that on the list. Sun cream.
For those vampires out there that burn under cloud like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring sun cream, after sun, moisturiser and stuff.
We need to remember to pack that, that's not on the list.
Yeah, but yeah, basically make sure your face is really cleansed before you go to sleep. If you've got any makeup on, make sure it's all off before you go to bed, because you're going to wake up and it's going to be like, pizza face.
Sexy.
Been there.
Carrier bag.
Yes. Bring an empty plastic bag, or like a grocery bag, as you Americans call it. Bring an empty, like, plastic bag. It doesn't have to be a big one, just quite a small carry bag. You can use it. We've found we can use them for, like, putting in rubbish if there's no bin nearby. You can use it to put, like, merchandise in. So, for example, if you're buying, like, comics or anything you don't want to get damaged in your day pack, you can put them into a plastic bag. Or if you want to take off your shoes and walk around barefoot for a bit. Not advisable, but, you know, you've got a plastic bag to put things in. Or whatever. Always comes in useful. For all us fellas, you can put your dirty laundry in it when you're at the hotel.
That's true.
Okay.
Budget.
So important.
You whack me in the face.
Good, because I love you.
Yeah, budget. Don't spend loads of money in the merch hall.
I know it's really tempting on your first convention to go there and spend like £3,000 on plushies, but seriously, it's really not worth it because half the stuff there you can just get really easily and probably cheaper on eBay, as much as I hate saying this. So if it's your first convention or if you're an experienced convention goer, remember to have a budget. Maybe set yourself a budget of, I usually set myself like sort of £20 to £30 a day, and that covers food and drink and travel costs, because otherwise you're going to end up spending all your money in one day and you'll go around the rest of the weekend just being like, I've got no money and it sucks.
True. And remember, you've got to carry it home. So if you buy like 20 plushies, you've got to carry them all home.
Don't get the Final Fantasy sword unless you have the space to carry it. I've seen so many people walk around with 7-foot styrofoam swords being like, why?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
So basically budget your money. If you've got like, if you're like me and you're a university student or whatever, you're not living at home, you're not having your bills paid for. Remember, you've got bills to pay, you've got to buy food, you've got to pay for books, whatever. Remember, you do have an actual
life outside of the convention.
So be careful with your money, please.
Yeah. ID.
Yes. Some conventions do actually require identification to prove that you can get in, because some conventions are like 18 plus. Hotels may need them to confirm your booking for your hotel rooms. And some
If you're buying yaoi.
Yes, if you're buying yaoi, anything explicit material, yaoi, hentai, doujinshi, whatever, or fake or real swords, or any kind of weaponry, they do sometimes require you to be over 18, and if so, they require ID. And if you're like us and you look a little bit younger than you are... Dorian Gray! Then yeah, it's good to bring along like form of identification, like a driving license or a passport or something that sort of officially proves you are who you are. Always good to have.
Indeed.
Yep.
Stay hydrated.
Yes, drink lots of water. It'll make you want to sprinkle loads, but it's really worth it, because the amount of times we've seen people that have been sort of fainting, being nauseous or whatever from not drinking enough during the day. Try and drink lots of water. Get like one of those really massive bottles and aim to drink the whole thing by the end of the day. 2 litres a day. It's not that difficult. Drink lots of water, it makes you feel a lot better. If you start to feel dizzy, go and get some water, please. Please. It's not worth, like, if you're skipping a photo shoot or something, it's not worth passing out for.
Skipping a photo shoot, go down.
Okay. Message said, drink lots of water. Drink lots of water?
You.
Okay, what's the next step?
Security.
Security. Go find the monkeys in suits. Yeah, no, seriously, once you get to your convention, especially if it's your first convention there, like if you're going to MCM for the first time, try and find out where security is within the first sort of 2 hours of you getting there. Find out, you know, whether the first aid department is, where security is, where the information desk is. MCM do actually have volunteers working there, so you can always ask them. They'll be in like really brightly coloured t-shirts. They'll be really easy to find. Ask where everything is, because you never know when you might need to talk to security, you might need to get first aid. So for example, like if you're being creeped on and you really want someone to just sort of keep an eye on these people, go and talk to security and they're quite happy to just sort of say, right, you can stay here. Or, you know, if you've hurt yourself or you need first aid, go and find them. It's a really good idea. Even if you don't need them, it's good to know where they are.
True story.
Yep.
Okay, that's it for the general useful stuff. Okay, on to fanboy and fangirl behaviour.
Oh my god, kawaii desu! That's my terrible impression of a fangirl.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Start.
Okay, let's cover the glomping, hugs and photos.
Ah, the triad.
Always ask.
Yes.
Always ask before you take photos, because then they can actually make themselves look nice, they can get into a good pose, and it's just polite and nice to actually ask them.
Yeah.
And they will always say yes. I can pretty much guarantee they will always say yes. Hugs.
Ask permission.
Ask first.
Yeah.
It's kind of rude to just hug somebody.
They might not like being hugged, they might have a costume that's delicate.
Yeah, and this really goes for
They might
glomping.
feel
Ask
uncomfortable.
first. Because if they've spent months trying to make that costume and you glomp them and it gets damaged, they will be really unhappy.
They may hit you.
And if they've spent a lot of money buying it as well, you know, because some costumes on the line are really expensive, so
Yes.
ask first.
Please ask first.
Plus, they
Sometimes
might
you
be
can
really
help
fragile people and you might knock them to the floor. I'm looking at you. I love you really, Maria.
them. Yeah, we love you really.
We'll see you in October!
Yeah. Okay, what else?
Yeah, that's pretty much it for that kind of stuff.
Safety. Oh my god, this is something I always worry about with whenever I see sort of cosplayers that are sort of like under 10 years old. It worries me. It's common sense stuff, you know, tell people where you're going, who you're going with, why you're going, what time you'll be back, you know, what time train you're getting, all that kind of stuff. Let people know where you are. Have an emergency contact, so like your parents or something, or your guardian. Legal guardian's generally the best idea. don't go home with cosplayers that you don't know. It's fine to go home with cosplayers that you've known for years and years and years, that are your best buddies, siblings, whatever. Fine, but don't, you know, if someone invites you back to the hotel room, that's clearly not the best idea. Don't go back with them. Say no, thank you. Politely refuse and go away.
Even if they are really nice people,
Yeah,
you don't know
don't
whether
trust
they
them.
are
They're
or
complete
not.
strangers. Just because they're in costume doesn't mean that they're going to be good people. So yeah, maintain safety. If you feel scared or, you know, uncomfortable at any point, go and find security. If it starts to get dark and you feel a bit uncomfortable, because that is sometimes when the creepers come out, go home. Seriously, go home. There's nothing else.
I noticed that we don't generally stay beyond like 3-4 o'clock.
No,
now
we
we
go home
actually
before it
like
gets
just
dark.
like
Yeah.
back to the
Just,
hotel.
you know, use your common sense. Stay safe. You know, don't do anything that you wouldn't normally do. Okay, next step.
Okay. What was I doing?
Mummy rant over.
Very good. Compliment cosplays.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're asking for a photo from somebody, once you've taken that photo, compliment them. Say their
Yes.
cosplay looks really good, because
Boost their egos.
it really does boost people's egos. I mean, we've had it a few times, and it really makes you feel
lovely.
really good.
I do a little fan scream in the middle of my head. I'm just ah every time someone says they like my cosplay. It's really nice to. It's nice for someone.
Especially
to
if it's
hear.
one that you've made from scratch.
Yeah.
It just really makes you feel really good.
Just be nice to everyone. Just say something
Yeah.
nice about the cosplay. Or,
Makes
you know,
them have a nice
wish
day.
them a happy expo. Okay.
Okay. Contact details, you kind of just...
Yeah, don't give out mobile phone numbers, email addresses, Facebooks, or anything like that.
Yeah.
No good. It's no good.
It's up to you how much you give out.
Yeah,
but
it's your life, but please don't give out too much personal information. Don't tell them where you live, what school you go to, whatever. That's creepy.
odd.
There's a lot of weird people out there.
Travelling. When you're travelling...
Woo! I'm a train.
Good for you.
I'm a Kent train with air conditioning.
Woo! When you're travelling to and from the convention, you're back in the real world. Don't go all...
Don't go and yell "Oppa Gangnam Style" in the face of some poor guy in a business suit, because they won't understand what's going on.
They could be just coming home from work. They could be knackered.
In a bad
They're not
mood.
going to understand anything you're doing. They're not going to know why you're in weird costumes. Just
just
keep it down on the trades.
yeah, keep it on a down low.
Yeah. I mean, once you're near the actual convention, fine. But on the way up,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bear in mind there are other people there besides cosplayers.
Yeah, general
Yeah.
etiquette and all that.
Yep.
Clean up after yourself. Don't leave rubbish everywhere. Damn
Yeah,
bugs.
the hospitality staff at the convention aren't your parents. They're not going to clean up after you. Imagine how much they have to clean up after, you know, sort of a couple of thousand people during the day. Please be nice to them. You know, if you have rubbish, put it in the bin. If you see something sitting on the ground, bin it. You know, if you can't find a bin, plastic bag. Take it back to the hotel. Bin it in the hotel. Whatever. Just don't make more mess than, you know, you really can. Because it's a pain for them to tidy up anyway, so please be nice to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are humans too.
Age for event.
Yeah, some actual events for cosplay or for anime, manga, gaming, whatever, are age restricted. I know some in London are actually 18 plus.
Yeah, there are
like the
some
cosplay
16
school.
plus and there's some 18
Some of
plus.
them are age restricted, so before you go, check whether or not they're
Make
age
sure
restricted.
you can actually go, for starters, if you're under that age.
Yeah.
Plus, remember, if it is like a family event, like...
Don't go around
MCM
swearing,
Expo,
don't go-
If there's loads of kids nearby,
Don't go around swearing, don't simulate sexual activities in front of people. There could be small impressionable children there, you know, come on, please. Yeah, if there are young children around, please don't sort of do anything too explicit near them. Don't go around flashing people.
Quite like this one.
No. You know, please, just bear in mind there are people with small children there trying to enjoy the convention as much as you are. Okay?
That's pretty much all we got down.
Nobody likes surprised about sex. Really surprised about sex. Yeah, that's pretty much all we had to cover. This is like 23.5 minutes now, so we're going to have to cut this in half. But basically that's all we've got to talk about for how to survive your first convention, or, you know, if you've already been to a convention you'd like some more tips. If you have any questions regarding this convention survival video, please comment in the lovely, lovely box below. That one right down there, the box down under. Yeah, if there's any questions, any comments, anything that you found to be really useful when you're at conventions, you may have tips that we haven't actually covered in this that would be really useful for other cosplayers going. We will see you guys at the May Expo, hopefully. We're all looking forward to seeing your lovely, lovely faces.
Yay! Faces!
And
Fags!
and debuting some really cool cosplays. So, yeah, if you have any other questions or comments, please let us know. Happy cosplaying. I hope you're all doing well in the world and the realms of cosplay, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.